Hi everyone, I thought I would record a quick video letting you know how I'm going to grade your speech. So you can quickly check out the rubrics for your speech when you click on rubrics right here on your Canvas page, and you will notice that there's two parts of the assignment. One of them is the outline and the other one is the presentation. So I will be going over both parts of the assignment, and I will be going over both of the rubrics to give you a better idea how to get the grade that you want. So let's look at the delivery rubric, which is basically the presentation that you will be filming on the application Flipgrid, just kind of like the way we did for the first speech. So let's check out the rubric for that speech. So this is what the rubric looks like. It is divided into different parts. So the first part of your rubric is out of 6 points, and it's called the introduction. So as you have probably seen throughout the book, and you will be checking out the sample that I have posted right now for this week, your speech has 3 different parts: an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So in an introduction, you are required to open with a quote. Make sure to check out brainyquote.com and you will find some really inspiring quotes. So you're required to open with a quote, to have a clear, specific purpose, and to give us a preview of the main points. So open with the quote, tell us what your speech is about, and then tell us the order that you will be doing your speech in. Again, I have a sample that I will be posting on this module, so you make sure you check that out. The next criteria of the rubric I will be looking at that make sure that your main points do support your speech, meaning that if you're going to tell us a story about how you got lost in Six Flags, make sure that both of your main points stick to that story and you're not bringing any other ideas in. And make sure that you transition from one point to the next. So something that would be a great transition would be saying something like, now that I told you this, I'm moving on to the next thing. So that will be the body of your speech. Then for the conclusion, I'm kind of looking at you wrapping up your speech nicely, kind of giving us a summary before you end your speech. So you're going to tell us why this particular story or anecdote was important. You're going to go over your main points, and you're going to close with the same quote that you open your speech with. And the next 2 sections are what we call the delivery sections, so how your body language and your delivery is going to be graded. So the first thing that I'm looking at is that you make sure that you have rehearsed your speech. The key to have a good speech is to rehearse between 5 to 7 times from beginning to end. That will make sure that your speech is well put together and that you have run it enough times that you're familiar with it. So make sure that you have rehearsed it. Also make sure that you use flashcards and you make eye contact. So one of the things that I'm going to be looking at is make sure that you use flashcards, not reading from the outline and not reading from your computer. If you are doing any of those things, that will probably take you to half credit or to 0 points, depending on how severely you're doing it. So make sure that you're using flashcards, that you're making eye contact with your camera, and that you stay within the time limits. So your speech time limits is between 3 to 4 minutes, meaning that you need a minimum of 3 minutes for the speech and a maximum of 4. If you do go over time, you will be losing points, so be mindful of that. The last section that I'm going to be looking at is called vocal delivery. Basically, I'm going to be looking at you speaking at a volume that can be heard throughout the video, that you speak at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow, and that you are filming yourself standing up. Make sure that you film yourself standing up, not sitting down, standing up so that I can see your body language. Make sure that you're using gestures in a way that is appropriate, and that you have rehearsed your speech enough so that you avoid having more than 10 vocal fillers. Vocal fillers are what we refer to the ums, ahs, us. So the vocal fillers come up if you have not rehearsed your speech enough. So make sure that you rehearse your speech. Now your delivery section of your speech is out of 36 points. Again, make sure to check out the rubric section of your Canvas page to be able to look at this. Going back to the rubrics, let's go over how your outline is going to be graded. Like I said, I will be posting an outline template and a sample speech, so make sure to check that out. I will be posting those 2, so make sure to look at that to see what your speech should look like and how it should be outlined. So for the outline, I'm going to be looking at the format, meaning that it closely follows Roman numeral format. The outline that I will be posting as a sample does follow that Roman numeral format, so just follow that exactly and you will be following the format. Make sure that your outline is in complete sentences. words and phrases are not a complete sentence outline, you should say that for your flashcards and not for your outline. Make sure that it is in Times New Roman font, that it is double spaced, and that you got your topic approved. So if you already have gotten your topic approved, or if you submitted your discussion post on time, you already covered that section. Next, we're going to be looking at the outline components. So make sure that your outline has label transitions. Again, the sample outline will have that. Make sure that your outline also has a speech sections labeled, so the introduction, the body, and the conclusion, that you have a clear title for the speech, and that you have the general and specific purpose at the top of your paper. We covered this this week, so make sure that you are having all of that in the paper. If you have any questions, send me out an email and let me know how I can help you. But again, I will be posting a sample of a speech that I wrote for one of my classes, and I will be also posting an empty template that you can just literally download to your computer, and you can plug in your outline in there, just to make it a little bit simple. Again, if you have any questions, don't forget to shoot me an email or send me a message on Canvas inbox, and I cannot reiterate how important it is to rehearse your speech. So make sure that you rehearse it at least from 5 to 7 times. And I am really excited to hear your speeches. I wish we were face-to-face, but unfortunately we can't be, so let's make the best of it. Good luck on Speech Week and happy writing.